Much of the damage that can happen to waterways can be unseen. The catchment around Brisbane Water, it's one of our most important features. And whether it's the importance of clean, healthy water systems for platypus, or it's fish, or it's people, we can each do our little bit along our banks, within our waterways, to expand those populations. I'm a big believer in community action. We really can make a difference. You can join groups that can eradicate blackberry and lantana and regenerate riparian zones. If you want a clean beach, or you want a clean lagoon, you better think upstream. That's where you can have your impact. And that means a healthy home for platypus.
It is just a wonderful environment we live in Australia, and to me there's nothing more enjoyable than to be out in the open air on a day like today, observing nature, seeing the birds, the animals, and just breathing in the beautiful air we have. This landholding where we are has some beautiful rainforest species along the creek. You know, when we see a platypus, people get really excited. All those animals rely on clean water and a healthy environment in order to survive. Private conservation is what landholders can get involved in, and the sort of things they can do is be careful on how you plough or clear your land, plant native species back, don't plant exotics which will turn into weeds, remove weeds that you have, so that we restore these natural ecosystems, because they will look after the water quality on their own. Once you get it set up, they don't need human interference. You know, nature is doing the job for us, but we've destroyed so much of nature that it can't do it anymore.
Well, the Matcham and Holgate Valleys is an enclosed area. It's 3 roads in and a couple of ways out. And it's also a natural drainage basin, which means there's huge variety of vegetation here. The riparian zone is essentially 20 to 40 metres each side of the creeks. And it's really, really important. It's the last sort of remaining habitat down here in the drainage basin, which has a big impact on water quality. I started working with Waterwatch just over 3 years ago. I was very interested in the quality of the water when I arrived here. As landowners, what we can do to protect the waterways is to make sure that there's not a lot of erosion, that we are very careful about the chemicals that we put in our soils. We can also grow a diverse range of vegetation from small trees to larger trees. The Matcham and Holgate drainage system is the largest or the second largest drainage system into Brisbane Water. So it's really, really important that landholders appreciate that when they understand what's actually going into the creek system.
We are so lucky to have such incredible waterways here in the Brisbane Water Estuary, as well as such great community members helping to protect this natural environment. So whilst Council does as much as we can in the public land, the reality is that the vast majority of land in that catchment area is privately owned. We as Council and the community need to continue to work together to help protect the quality of these waterways for now and future generations.